Hi everybody, Jake, your resident content cowboy here. Yeehaw! And I've played a lot of Tsareena at this point. I think I need to play a lot more Tsareena to get a really good idea of what the best build is going to be and how to sort of play this character optimally. But I want to just give you some thoughts about this Pokemon right up top. First, as far as moves go, right now I think there are two relatively viable sets. Both of them use Tsareena's. Actually, got my game up in front of me right here just so I can get the exact move wording correct. It's Grassy Glide, right? I can't say it. It's like a tongue twister. Grassy Glide, Grassy Glide, Grassy Glide, Grassy Glide. Grassy Glide, I think is the better option between Grassy Glide and Trop Kick. It has a lower cooldown, and it also gives you a little more control over the map because you can pull enemies towards you. I think it's better for setting up what you want to do with Tsareena and getting the rest of your hits in so your moves can continue to stack. The big thing about Tsareena is once you become Tsareena, you get this boosted gauge above you. I swear, it feels like you're playing a fighting game at this point. It doesn't feel like you're playing the same kind of Pokemon that the rest of the game has, which is really cool. You get this boosted gauge above you where every boosted attack you hit and every move you hit with fills the gauge up. Once you have 3 ticks of this gauge, you are able to use either one of your moves with 0 cooldown. And then it resets back to where it was. So it's not that your move just comes off cooldown and you use it. You actually kind of use a slightly upgraded version of your move. If you're using the upgraded version of Grassy Glide, you get a shield when you use that. Same with Trop Kick, the other option. And then the move choice that I think there is definitely some conversation between is Triple Axel and Stomp. In fact, I mean, look, if you like Trop Kick, that's fine too. All of these moves are actually kind of similar in a weird way. They're all in the same vein. So Stomp and Triple Axel are close. They have similar cooldowns, but Stomp is a little lower. Stomp seems to do more immediate damage. And then Triple Axel has this really cool ability where if you hit with it, and you hit with multiple spins of the Triple Axel move, you end up getting a boost of attack speed. Right now, the way I like playing it, I like the Triple Axel ability a little bit more than I like Stomp. I think Stomp deals an insane amount of damage, and you can kind of, using your boosted ability here, you can kind of stomp twice in a row and just do tons of damage. It's a pretty good execute. Triple Axel, however, gives you attack speed. Attack speed lets you do more boosted attacks faster, which brings your abilities off cooldown quicker, which gives you the ability to heal faster. So Triple Axel or Stomp, if you land with this move, once your attack gauge is boosted, and I guess I should use the correct terminology for this because it is the Queenly Majesty passive ability. Once that gauge is full and you use either one of your Stomp or Triple Axel, you heal yourself. So in using Triple Axel, you get attack speed, which helps you use Triple Axel again, boosted, and then you get attack speed and health, attack speed and health, attack speed. You just continue to stack it. You can do it with Stomp as well, but you don't stack attack speed with Stomp. So that's a long way of saying right now I enjoy playing Triple Axel more just because you're able to kind of set up some ridiculous situations. You remember those videos that you would see on the Unite subreddit or something like that where you would have a Garchomp kind of 1v5 an enemy team? Tsareena is a Pokemon that you could see a ton of content like that coming out for. It's just set up to have these ridiculous moments in encounters. Because of that, held items wise, I'm not exactly sure. This feels like a prime suspect for a weakness policy, but at the same time, I just think there are other items you might want to run instead. I'm not positive what its critical hit rate is. It does seem like all of its moves can critically hit. However, I'm not sure about that. I think a Razor Claw is an option, a Scope Lens is an option, a Focus Band is an option, Muscle Band, Buddy Barrier, all these are options. I mean, you could even run an Energy Amp and just go crazy after you use your Unite move. Of course, Weakness Policy, also something you could use. Some people were talking about using a Shell Bell, but I don't know how high its special attack is. I think you'd probably just rather run a Focus Band or something like that. Anyway, I'm not positive what items to go with yet. It feels like a Muscle Band's a pretty reasonable choice. Then again, I don't know. Muscle Band kind of works in odd ways as well. So I guess my big thoughts with Tsareena is it's not insanely overpowered, I think, because it also feels pretty squishy. When I was playing Tsareena, it just felt like, at least for a good portion of the game, you are kind of really squishy. And as odd as it sounds, maybe a good portion isn't right, but the early part of the game, you're really, really squishy until you get level 6, which admittedly does happen pretty quick. But until then, you are a pretty useless Pokemon for the most part. Once you get level 6 and you become Tsareena, things kind of turn around in a big way. So I don't think it feels completely overpowered. However, with the right setup, again, this is going to KO an entire enemy team. So yeah. It's weird because nothing inside its kit talks about its cooldowns being reset when you use, which they're not technically reset, but about its moves kind of powering up and letting you use them and it not affecting your moves cooldown otherwise. Nothing exactly talks about that. The way Queenly Majesty is worded is when a hindrance is inflicted on the Pokemon, decrease the duration of the effects. Okay. After using any combination of 3 boosted basic attacks or moves, the next boosted basic attack or move will apply the Queenly Majesty buff effect to the Pokemon, not including Unite moves. But it also lets you use that move. I don't know that this is a bug at all. It doesn't seem like a bug to me. It seems like intentionally how this character works. I think Tsareena is really good, but a little squishy. And I feel like you could shut it down kind of easily. However, man, if this Pokemon gets over leveled, which can happen kind of easily because it can really KO a lot of things very, very quickly. If this Pokemon gets over leveled, it could be a serious problem for the enemy team. And I had matches like that, matches where I was over leveled and you were just walking into things. They thought they could KO you. They can't KO you. You can't get knocked out. You're just going to heal yourself. You're just going to keep fighting and keep healing. I wouldn't be surprised if we see a tiny nerf to this Pokemon, but I don't know right now if we're in some sort of emergency zone like we were with Sylveon or even Greedent, to be fair. However, I gotta say, it's good. It's really good. Does a lot of damage. Survives pretty well as long as you can get your combo going. I like its Unite move. I really like playing with it, and I think great players are going to dominate with this Pokemon. So there you go. I just wanted to get some of my thoughts out about Tsareena as I was playing it. I really want to spend more time with it so I can give a better idea of what I think the best build is and exactly how to play it. But again, right now, I'm into Grassy Glide. I think both Stomp and Triple Axel are great. I kind of like Triple Axel a little bit more. And yeah, item-wise, I think I'd want a Buddy Barrier Focus Band. The Focus Band just because you're trying to stay alive a long time in an encounter. If you have a Focus Band, that'll help you do it. Probably a Buddy Barrier Focus Band. And then the third item, you could switch between a lot of things. I might, depending on how I find out critical hits work with this Pokemon, I might do something like a Scope Lens, Razor Claw, Muscle Band, something like that. Let me know what you think in the comments. Thank you all for watching. Thank you for listening. I'll have more videos soon, but I should probably get to bed because I probably called this Pokemon Gengar 5 times in this video. All right, I love you all. Goodbye. Mwah.